Hey, what's up guys, and welcome to today's video. And in today's, I am telling you guys how to get the best muscle pumps ever.
You mean like this?
Sorry about that. I don't usually let myself get a hold of a camera after my workouts because the pump gets to my head and I act like a douche. All right, so going into the video, breaking it down, first things first, we're going to explain what the pump actually is. Then the second part of the video, we're going to go over a few things surrounding the pump, maybe a few misconceptions, and just overall a bit more information surrounding it. And then lastly, I'm going to show you how to get the best pump ever. You know, techniques, what you should be eating, how you should be training, and so on. Timestamps will be in the description box, so you don't have to search through and everything like that, because I'm nice. Or no, it just makes things easier. But anyway, let's dive in. I knew I said that a lot in my last video, but I'm gonna say, let's dive in. All right guys, so what is the pump? Well,
The most satisfying feeling you can get in the gym is the pump. Or the pump. It feels fantastic, you know, as having sex with a woman and coming.
thanks for your input, Arnold, but I'm gonna take from here. So the pump is the temporary expansion of the muscles when training. It's simple as that. So when you perform an exercise, blood is directed through to your muscles to provide oxygen, and then they get bigger. But that's pretty simple, and just to break it down and we're getting technical, this is how it works. So step one, when you contract the muscles, the metabolic byproducts like lactic acid build up around the cells. These substances contribute to the pump in a few ways. Number one, your heart pumps more blood into your muscles to carry these compounds away, which makes your muscles swell. Number two, these compounds pull water into the cells, making them larger. And then part three, these cells expand to reduce the amount of blood that can escape from the muscles. But the pump is basically when your muscles expand after getting worked and used. All right guys, so how to implement getting a pump in your workouts. So a pump isn't a direct indicator. You shouldn't be chasing the pump in every workout. It's okay to do it every now and again, I'm not gonna lie. It's great to go into the gym, do some pre-exhaustion sets, and then hit some compounds, especially if you're just looking for time and attention. But if you're a beginner or you're really looking to gain some strength, what you should be looking to do is your training program should be surrounding compound lifts, okay? And your aim should be looking to get stronger and better at them each week, applying progressive overload. Progressive overload is just increasing either the weight, the tension, the reps over a course of time. But getting a pump doesn't really go with that. So the summary of your training program should be that. And how to implement getting a pump should be the isolation movements surrounding your compound lifts, or like drop sets and things like that. But I'm gonna get into that, how you should get a workout afterwards. So the pump and chasing the pump, you shouldn't worry about that while you're training, okay? You wanna focus on getting stronger, getting bigger through the compound lifts. How to implement getting a pump and getting a good one, what you should do is always focus about like 60%, 70% compound lift, and then the rest isolation, focusing on, you know, you can do lots and lots of reps, focus on lagging body parts, and just driving the blood into it. And that's how I say you would implement pump training into your workouts. All right guys, so the part which everyone wants to see or hear is how to get the best muscle pumps. Well, we're gonna dive straight into it, and the step number one is stay hydrated. So you wanna be drinking a lot of water in a day. I mean, I drink about 4 liters per day, but I'm a 6 foot guy, 92 kilos. So you know, base it around your body. But I'd say for a guy, you want to be drinking, no matter your size, you want to be drinking at least 3 liters a day. Same for women, you know, just drink as much as you can. Don't over drink. But a good analogy for this is that there is a dried piece of fruit, okay? It has no water in it. You know, that is not getting, like, it doesn't look, it's dry, it's frail. It's not gonna get anything. There's nothing going through it, okay? Bear with me on this analogy. And then there is a fruit that is full of water, okay? It's plump, it's full. It looks like it's got a pump, okay? So I know that was a stupid analogy, but you get where I'm coming from. Your body needs to be hydrated because what your body does, and let's get into my second point, your muscles require the water to get the pump. So it's gonna help you 100%. Not only that, being hydrated comes with so many benefits in increasing your muscle strength and just overall your skin, your digestion. There's so many things good about water, but just make sure you're staying hydrated. So step number 2 is don't skimp on the salt. Yes, don't be afraid of it, because what salt actually does, it helps pull water molecules into the muscles, causing them to expand even more, hence why you need to be hydrated. And it's just a great addition to have. It actually gives you that tight feeling when you're contracting your muscles. I'd always recommend sticking to sea salt or pink Himalayan salt in particular, as they contain more minerals and actually help you uptake the vitamins from your food a little bit better. So step number 3 is carb up. Yes, don't be afraid of the carbs. I'd always recommend having your highest carb meal either pre-workout or post, but if you are directly focusing on wanting to get the best pump, I'd always recommend having the majority of your carbs before your workout. So say you're working out midday, have a nice moderate carb breakfast and then a quite high carb lunch and maybe a pre-workout carb snack, because what it does, carbs, when you eat them, they convert into glycogen, and glycogen is what fuels your muscles. It's what goes into your muscles, it's what goes through the blood, and it gives you that full effect. Because I don't know if you've realized, if you have lower carbs, you tend to feel a bit softer, feel a bit more flat than when you have more carbs. So when you have a cheat meal, lots of carbs, lots of all this sugar and everything like that, you go into the gym next day and you might feel like a bit bigger, a bit more pumped. Well, that's because you are full of glycogen. Basically, it's what your blood carries around and is making you bigger and better. So don't be afraid of the carbs, but don't go over your calories. So step number 3 is how to train. Now, if you want to increase the pump, there are quite a few ways in order to get one. Is just increasing work volume. So for example, implementing supersets. So as you can see here, I am training the compound lifts with superset fashion. So I'm training chest and back. This is my more compound focused part of the workout, and then what I did afterwards is I go into more isolation movements. But supersetting is a great way in order to increase the pump. Also, drop sets is a great addition, as you're basically performing a heavy set, then decreasing the weight and going to failure. This is driving as much blood as you can into the muscles, causing them to work twice as hard and demanding more blood. This is why sometimes this training can be quite fatiguing, as you are depleting all of your carb and like glycogen, so it's always good to keep stocked up on that. But overall, just increasing work volume, focusing on isolating movements, that's always going to be a great addition in order for you to get an amazing pump. Alright guys, so next tip, it may come as a bit of a surprise, but it shouldn't really, because it's one of the most important things, not only for your muscle building process, not just for the pump, but for your well-being as well, and that is sleep. Yes, getting at least 7 to 8 hours of good quality sleep with the high amounts of REM, so that's your deep sleep. But this is a whole nother topic for another video, and I can't wait to dive into that. But basically what it does, it helps reduce your cortisol levels, and cortisol is basically what you don't need. Is like the stress hormone. You don't need it because it inhibits your body to basically do anything, and the pump and muscle circulation, blood circulation is one of them. So get a good night's sleep before you train. And last but not least, supplements. Yes, supplements can be a great addition in order for you to get a better pump. So things like pre-workout, which contain ingredients like L-citrulline malate, beta-alanine, betaine. All these are vasodilators, meaning that your blood vessels, your veins, they increase in size, helping the blood to transport to your muscles better. That's why, especially when you take beta-alanine, you get this tingling feeling because your blood's going crazy within your body. You can also take things like creatine, which helps create ATP, so increasing that amount, helping you contract and get stronger. Also, you can take things like L-carnitine, because there's been a recent study which shows that L-carnitine actually increases the amount of testosterone receptors within your muscle cells. So more blood flow, more testosterone equals a better pump. And I always supplement at least 1 to 2 grams a day into my routine, and that does me very, very well. So try them out and let me know what you think. All right guys, so wrapping up the video, I hope you enjoyed it. Please take away these tips and implement them into your day-to-day routine, especially with your training routines, and see if it helps you get a better pump. And if it does, let me know in the comment section. I'm sure you're gonna walk into the gym next time, especially with these tips, and you're gonna be like, oh my God, I'm swollen. Also, I hope you understand a little better what the pump actually is, and you know, it's good to chase it, but don't chase it too much. Just focus on those compounds and progressive overload, and you'll get a great body and you'll be able to get a pump better. But if anything, I will see you in the next video. I am very, very hungry now because I've been trying to do this for a long time. But if anything, smash that like button, and I'll see you in the next one. Take care.